You're watching Carolina and Company Live. Your source for fun, entertainment, and events. With your host, Amanda Kinseth. And Cecil Chandler. If it's happening in the area, then it's on Carolina and Company Live.
Hello, I'm Linda Cannell from Merle's Inlet 2020. Are you ready for a fun and entertaining show? It's time for Carolina and Company Live, and now, here are Amanda and Cecil.
All right, thank you, and welcome to the show. We have a great show for you today, and I think it's just a great day overall, don't you?
I do too. You know, you're getting close to the end of the week, you know, and a lot of things are coming up. The show's been real good this week.
Yeah.
I mean, what do we do different? It's been real good. I don't know. I'm just kidding. This show's always exciting, a lot of fun, and we've got a great show lined up today. But first, Amanda.
Hey, let's check on the weather.
You got to go that way.
So far, so good. It is quite warm and muggy out there, and we do have a few clouds developing along the sea breeze right now. They're on the 2nd Avenue Pier. They should actually clear just along the west of the coastline, but now they're going to have a hard time getting any further inland because there's a decent little westerly wind. That's actually going to keep the heat up for the inland areas, already up to 88 degrees in Hartsville and Darlington, 87 in Florence. Down along the coastline, we have that little sea breeze getting us up to 84 degrees in Myrtle Beach. That'll keep us closer to those mid-80s, briefly touching the upper 80s before conditions cool back down with that breeze coming in off that 83-degree ocean temp. Right now, we are looking at dry conditions on First Alert Live, Doppler 15,000. As the sea breeze develops, we may get a stray shower trying to develop along it. Most locations are going to stay dry with mostly sunny to partly sunny skies, and then mostly clear to partly cloudy skies overnight. Temps will drop down into the low 70s to start off your Friday. Friday afternoon, we're going to be tracking a front that's well to our north right now. That'll be sliding through to bring in some very nice weather to come our way for the weekend. It should come through mainly dry. Slim chance of a shower or thunderstorm tomorrow afternoon. Today, again, partly to mostly sunny, hot and a bit humid. Upper 80s at best for the Grand Strand, around 90 to 91 for those highs inland, but the heat index area wide will get into the middle and upper 90s. We'll see a beautiful weekend, though. Sunny skies, a few passing clouds, mid-80s and low humidity. Even wake-up temps in the upper 60s along the Grand Strand. We'll be tracking our next front to come in to bring in a slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm by the beginning of next week on Monday. Inland areas, you'll see mid to upper 80s this weekend with plenty of sunshine, that low humidity. But look at those wake-up temps, waking up in the mid-60s.
Weather is brought to you by A&I Fire and Water Restoration.
I'm Jason Classwell, morning anchor for WPDE News Channel 15. Here's what we're working on today. The St. Francis Animal Shelter in Georgetown County is facing a critical situation. More than 300 animals are in need of temporary homes until permanent ones can be found. The shelter director says it's the worst she has ever seen it. Plus, members of the community are searching for a missing 19-year-old whose car was found by Horry County Police yesterday. Well, the latest on this search to find Zachary Malinowski. All that and more tonight on WPDE News Channel 15.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. As we mentioned, we have an outstanding show for you today. We've got Tommy from Coastline Pet Supply, and he brought a little friend with him.
Yeah, a little bulldog. I think he got it from Georgia.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wellsprings Church is here today.
Yeah, they're starting a new session up this weekend. We also have Dandelion. We'll tell you a little bit of all the services they provide. And Blue Star Mothers are going to be outside Walmart soon collecting items, and they send these great care packages overseas.
Great show lined up today.
Yeah. All right, and there's a great event going on this weekend. It is the Bartenders Ball, and this is a great event. It's the first annual. It benefits Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation and the Grand Strand Humane Society. That's going on this Sunday at the Grand Dunes Ballroom, Marina Inn. It's going to be a great event, and it starts up at 7 o'clock, so come on over there. It's going to be all these, you know, restaurants and bars. They've got their food and drinks. Yeah, they've got a lot of stuff out there, so it's going to be a good time.
Semi-formal, too, so you don't have to put your tuck on.
They said it's like prom,
yeah,
but
prom
it's really
night.
good food, and, you know, you're a little bit older. A little bit older than prom.
I can't fit into my prom outfit.
No.
All right, there's something else coming. I want to tell you about Saturday now. We're going to be over in Darlington. We start our new live morning show Saturday right here on WPDE, and I'm going to be a part of that on Saturday morning. We'll be at the Darlington Raceway for the 8th Annual Florence County Sheriff's Department fundraiser for Camp PD Pride. We'll be there live that morning talking about it. If you want to ride a motorcycle around the racetrack, you come make a donation, and you'll get a chance to do that. That's pretty cool.
You're not going to be riding, are you?
No, I'm not going to ride. They don't let me ride.
That's good.
I mean, it's good. I'll mess the motorcycle up. That's going to be a lot of fun, though. Saturday morning, we'll be there at 7 o'clock live in the morning. You come out about 8:30, take a lap around, and have some fun.
All right. Oh, and one more thing I want to mention about the Bartenders Ball. They are still looking for sponsors, $200 a sponsor, and, you know, goes to a great cause. So.
All right, let's find out about today. Today's Thursday, September 5th. This is National Shrink Day.
Like shrink or like go see a head doctor? Shrink.
Either one.
Either one.
Take
Okay.
it either way you want. It's also Marvel Superheroes Day.
All right.
Who's your favorite hero? Come on.
Oh, I like Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Is he
Okay.
Marvel? He's
I'm a
Marvel,
Superman
right?
fan. All right, let's go to birthdays today. 1929. Oh, Bob Newhart. He's 84. The Bob Newhart Show. You remember that show. In 1940, Raquel Welch was born. She's 73. Sex Symbol. You remember that movie. James Bond and Thunderball. 1965. That's when that was. 1951. Michael Keaton. He's 62. He starred in Beetlejuice, Mr. Mom, and of course his big role, Batman. Now, on this day in history, here we go. 1953, the first privately operated atomic reactor was in Raleigh, North Carolina. 1956, Elvis Presley records some songs for a movie, and the movie, Love Me Tender. 1958, the first color video recording on magnetic tape was presented in Charlotte, North Carolina. That led later to, of course, everything in color now. All right, from the Know-It-All department, all right, the phrase rule of thumb, okay? You know what that means? All right.
No.
This came from an old English law which stated that you could beat your wife with anything wider, nothing wider than your thumb.
Really?
Yeah, that's what it says. I mean, it's an English law.
Could the wives beat back with something wider than a thumb?
She could use a gun. but that's something that just, you know, that's pretty funny.
That's
you know,
not
these
funny
laws,
at all.
No, these laws are still on the books. I could beat
this
you
would
with
be
that
allowed,
pen.
yeah.
I could beat you with it. You're not
All
my wife.
right. A
All
great
right,
show
that's
for
the
you
Know-It-All
today.
department today.
Stick with us. We'll be right back.
Procter & Gamble announcing it's launching a cheaper version of its best-selling Tide detergent next year. AP says the new liquid laundry detergent will be called Tide Simply Clean and Fresh. And P&G says watch for other new detergent products next year. Well, mold looks to be to blame for a recall on Greek yogurt. Chobani is pulling some of its yogurt off store shelves after contamination was caused by a type of mold commonly found in dairy products. And meanwhile, a new study finds many women are skipping breakfast. Half of women surveyed by California Almonds say they just don't have the time. Well, let's hear the highly anticipated Samsung smartwatch. Priced at $299, the wristwatch can make phone calls, surf the web, and take photos. Apple and Sony also expected to unveil their smartwatches next month. And finally, expect to see a lot of hammers and drills this fall. More than half of homeowners expect to make a home improvement or addition in the next few months. Zillow finds home offices and playrooms are the most common remodels this fall. At the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Jane King with the Bloomberg Midday Report.
Future Family, a new series starting this Sunday at Wellspring Church.
And welcome back. That's what we're talking about at Wellspring Church, a new program starting this week. And Trey's with us to talk a little bit about it.
A new series of sermons. And now, Future Family.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Well, we kind of take the assumption that just about everybody watching this and everybody in Myrtle Beach that wants a family, right? They want a great family.
Sure.
Right? Nobody sets out to have a bad family.
That's true.
Right?
I would have a terrible
Right?
family.
We think they want a great family. And the point of future family is, hey, regardless of where your family is now, it can be better. You know, and so we don't want to focus on the mistakes of the past or whatever's happened. We want to start fresh this Sunday and spend 4 weeks talking about what can you do, what steps can you take to make your future family better than the one you currently have. And I think it applies to people with kids, people with grandkids, to singles who are planning to have a family. I think everybody can learn something about how to do some steps and take some steps now to ensure that they end up with the family they really want. Because here's what I know. I know everybody wants a great family, but we don't always end up with the great family. You know, and it's because we do the things we were taught and that we learn from other people. I think God has something to say about how to raise a family. And so we want to spend 4 weeks teaching people, hey, this is what God says. It's worked in the past, and it can work in the future if you simply just apply His principles to your family.
I think that's great because you've got a plan.
Right.
You know, a lot of young people don't think sometimes, oh, I'm getting married. All right, let's go. But
Exactly.
you got to plan your family and what you're going to do for the future.
Yes.
I think that's great.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
obviously, you know, if you have a good family and if things are going well and they're what you want, then you yourself are happier.
Right.
And, you know, enjoying life.
Right. And no matter where your family is, it can always be better, right? I mean, I had great parents growing up, but they weren't perfect, right? So there are things I can improve on. We all had parents that were either great or not great, but we can always be better. And so that's why we're taking this approach. It's not about what your parents did or what they didn't do. It's about what you can do now to ensure the best future possible for your family.
Okay, great. And you guys are located, you're up at the YMCA,
We
Myrtle
are.
Beach.
Yeah, we're at the new YMCA right there on 62nd Avenue North, right there. And one cool thing for families that we've just added is we have just completely revamped our entire kids area. We want kids to fall in love with attending church. And so for our elementary age, they've got a great new exciting environment. Our baby suite, which is for little babies, is now the cleanest environment in Myrtle Beach. And
Wow.
really excited about it. Love to have people come out and check us out.
All right, well, check
Thanks,
it
Joe.
out. Wellspring
Appreciate it.
Church at the YMCA in Myrtle Beach, Sunday, 2 times, 9 a.m. and 10:30. You can also check them out online, wellspringchurchtv.com. Stick with us. We've got a
Bulldog
there.
coming
Bulldog
up. Stay
coming
with
up.
us. We'll be right back.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. That's Shotzi right there, a bulldog brought in by Tommy from Coastline Pet Supply. I love it. You've been bringing in some animals lately,
Hey,
Tommy.
He said, I want to talk. Let me talk.
Welcome into the show.
Tommy, that is cool. Now, whose bulldog is that?
Belongs to Bill and Alicia Hunt, who work for me. And Shotzi's about 7 months old, and she comes to the store most days and kind of roams around. Her off days are Tuesday, Wednesday. Other than that, she's there every day except Sunday. So if you want to come in and say hey, she's a real interesting dog. Kind of, well, that's how she spends most of her day, as you can see.
Hanging
You can't
out.
beat that.
Nice.
Taking a
Yeah.
little break down there. That's what I'd be doing.
She likes that cold floor, but good personality, a little stubborn, but I think that's typical of their breed. But she's a good dog. She really is. She sees
He's
herself.
talking now.
Yeah. He's like, hey, I recognize that dog.
I
He's
see
looking at
myself. He's
himself.
looking
Yeah.
at himself on the camera. All right, now what in the world? What is this, Tommy? This is
Well, we're getting ready to head into the thick of the flea and tick season here.
Yeah.
This high humidity will have the eggs hatching real well, and then as it starts to cool down, the fleas will start dispersing. Of course, we've got all your Frontlines Advantages and all your sprays and shampoos. This is something called Vet's Best. It's a peppermint oil and clove extract, so it's an all-natural pesticide. Well, it's not a pesticide. It's organic, so you're not putting any kind of chemical on your animal. Seems to work real well. Tigers Preserve buys a lot of it from us. They use it on their lions and tigers and their cubs and all their animals. So if you're looking for something, like I say, that's not a chemical, this would be a great thing to put on your animal.
Oh, that's good.
a lot of people are going to natural, using natural stuff now instead of pesticides and things.
We also carry some diatomaceous earth, which is a ground-up sea organism. Also have your flea stoppers if you get them in the house, which is a boric acid derivative, so it's not poisonous. You can walk on it, the animals can be on it, kids can crawl on it.
All right. Tell them what else you've got there. Now, you got all kinds of pets. They want you to bring your pet in, too, when you come to the store.
Well, we got
What do
all
you
your
have?
small animals, ferrets, gerbils, hamsters, rabbits, saltwater fish, freshwater fish, all types of reptiles, salamanders, even got some mud skippers, which I'd like to bring in one day if I can figure a way to get them here.
Yeah.
They're kind of a half frog, half fish, and they have to live near the water, and they're kind of unique looking. I'll see if I can figure out a way to make that happen. But yeah, we got everything. We should be getting saltwater fish in today.
Okay.
Of course, we got all your feeders for your reptiles.
Well, all my friends who have pets They all come to you.
They
because
do.
They
Well,
love
we
the place
appreciate
and they know
Tommy.
how much you care about animals.
We do appreciate it.
Check it
Well,
out,
thank you,
Coastline
Tommy.
Pet Supply, located right there at the back gate, 3530 North Gate Drive in Myrtle Beach. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. Now, you're looking for flowers, you got a wedding coming up, party, anything? Dandelion.
That's right. It's a great place, and they do a lot of things. Amy, you guys offer a lot of different things. Talk a little bit about everything.
A lot of services, not only arrangements for weddings and parties and funerals, but we also do interior plants, exterior plants, custom holiday decorating, fall decorating, anything that has to come with your event, we can take care of it.
Now, is it too late to get in on that holiday decorating, or is there still time?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I'm working on proposals now. You know, our designers are getting ready to get everything ready.
Yeah.
This is perfect time.
What a great thing. You guys come out and you take a look at the place, and you're like, oh, I'm going to make this a spectacular place for Christmas.
And we do.
Yeah.
We come out and say, oh, this is going to look great there. How about this? And then people say, bring it in. And we come in and we set it all up. You enjoy it through the whole holiday season. We come at the end, we pack it all up, take it away and store it.
I think
see you next year.
I think that's the best part. You all set it up and you all pack it up.
We do all the work. And you just sit back and say, isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
And get all the compliments.
And we have a lot of stuff around the station from you guys, and it
Absolutely.
really makes a difference. You know, plants brighten up a room,
Yes.
and they just make everything look a
It's
little
the
bit
only
nicer.
plant that I have ever had around me that lives because somebody else takes care of it.
That's because they come in and
That's
they take
right.
care
They
of it.
spray it,
and
they water it, they
it,
clip
yeah.
it, they do it right.
And you don't do anything.
I know it. And they've got a lot of, you know, there's a lot. There we go. We got some cool pictures
Yeah,
now.
here's
We're
some
looking at
examples
some
right
stuff.
now of things that you guys can do.
Yes.
There's a
Big
tree.
Christmas trees.
Wow.
We do any size tree. I mean, from 6 foot as high as you want to go.
So it makes no difference. All you got to do is call.
Just
You got
call.
to give you a call or go online and check it out right there and find out what you need. It could be little, big. It makes no difference, right?
Makes no difference at all.
And those right there, I love those. If you need some things outdoors.
Oh, yeah, because that makes things fun. You know, around the pool, on your porch, walking into your business. Nothing better than the greening from bright plants.
Yeah,
Flowers.
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
Absolutely.
Totally brightens up a room. And you guys take care of it. I know that if I tried to take care of it, it wouldn't last very long.
I know. I have that problem too, but
Yeah.
they're just so neat. I'm not kidding you. They come in and they clip, they spray.
Look at that,
and
too.
it's beautiful. Look at there. That's beautiful.
Yes.
Amazing.
That's at the Wyndham Hotel.
Yeah, so
Yes.
if you have a business too, that's a really great
Do a lot
way
of business.
to
Absolutely. Absolutely. Waiting rooms when people are waiting to see a doctor, a dentist, you know, anything. Plants are just so homey and comforting. And it's
Can I
great.
ask you a question? Do you
Yeah.
talk to your plants?
I do.
My grandma
I do.
used to talk.
And
my
I know our
grandmother used to
our
talk to her
techs do.
plants.
Yes.
And she said it helps them and it makes you feel better.
Yeah, they're living, they're alive.
Well, they have
Right.
done studies that say that plants have feelings,
That's
so
it.
you never know. All right, well, check
Thank
them
you
out,
so much.
Dandelion. They can do any service that you need. Stick with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. Now we are talking about Blue Star Mothers, and they do such a great thing. They send these care packages over to our troops overseas.
And that's pretty amazing. And Ann's with us now. This box is packed with a lot of great goodies that they would love to get.
Absolutely.
Tell us how you're collecting all this stuff now.
Well, the Blue Star Mothers are the mothers of active duty military, and one of our missions is to send hero boxes overseas to the deployed troops. And we go to various places along the Strand. We'll be at Kroger at Carolina Forest this Saturday from 10 to 4 with a wish list of the items that the kids have said, gee, that's really good to get. It's a touch of home from back here.
And they can go in and buy it right there at Kroger's.
Yes.
And come. Now, this is cool. I mean, you got handkerchiefs, you got socks, you got
Yes.
toiletry stuff. snacks. You got
Snacks,
everything in there.
a little bit of
Loofah
everything.
Sponge, you know,
Yes.
got to point out my favorite right
Yes.
there.
I mean, this box is full of stuff, and it goes like this. They're all packed. with
They
stuff.
pack them as tight as they can because these are flat rate boxes. The U.S. Post Office charges us almost $15 a piece to send each box. In June, we sent 145 boxes.
Wow.
And hoping to do the same next month for Halloween, and then we're going to do the same again end of or middle of November so that they get a holiday box.
All right, can you take money donation also?
Absolutely.
All right, I'm going to give you some money afterwards.
Oh, God bless you. We appreciate
you guys do
it.
such a special thing, and it really makes a difference. I know
It
that
does.
you guys know
Well,
what a difference it makes to them.
many of us join for our kids, and we stay for one another. These
great.
are some of the finest women that live in Myrtle Beach.
Tell them where you're going to be Saturday.
We'll be at Kroger, Carolina Forest, 10 to 4 Saturday, collecting for Halloween boxes.
Hey, you come by
Candy
and give
corn.
them something. You come by
Candy
and give them.
corn,
That's
yeah.
good. Thank you so much for
Thanks
being on the
for
show.
having
man.
us.
That is a big thing going on today now. We got to mention this. It's the 5th of September, 2013. It is the kickoff.
For the Miracle League.
That's
yeah.
right. Let's see, 6 p.m. at the James C. Benton Miracle League. Go out there and check it out. Have some fun. It's a great thing to watch these kids play.
Baseball and barbecue.
It's unbelievable.
Don't forget to head out to Kroger and get stuff for the troops overseas Saturday.
That's right. Be here tomorrow. See you on
then.
Friday.
Tomorrow's Friday.
Yeah.
In Myrtle Beach, you're watching News Channel 15, your station.